Hi everyone, chatham-kent here, one half of Random Together. What I thought about doing is a little DVD review, but we're going to do a little DVD review totally different. The DVD review that I'm going to be reviewing is Juno. And I don't know if you guys have ever seen this movie, but I really recommend you guys checking this out if you guys want a funny comedian kind of movie on a great Friday night. And what I thought about doing is 3 reviews. So that basically means is 1 review from me, 1 review from Miss Coco Girl 12, and 1 review me and Miss Coco Girl 12 together. So we're going to have 3 takes on this movie. I really suggest you guys check this one out because I've seen it many times, and I pretty much fell for this movie because it was quite funny and hilarious. So in this movie, actually, the beginning of the movie starts off with a 16-year-old girl looking at this couch or some bench. And the beginning of the movie, you don't really know until they show what really happened. And supposedly, she had sex with someone on the couch or this bench. So when she starts walking, when the movie starts actually starting, she starts drinking this big jug of Sunny D, and the whole movie starts to turn into a cartoon. So you're pretty much thinking, okay, is this whole movie going to turn into a cartoon, or is this going to be real life? So by the end of the trail, she's done her Sunny D, and she really needs to go to the bathroom. And at the beginning of the movie, she's suspecting that she might be pregnant, but she doesn't really know. So at the end of the trail, she actually goes to this little drug store, like a convenience store, and picks up a pregnancy test. Well, obviously the clerk knows her very well, so he actually has some prediction on what her life is actually going to be, pregnant or non-pregnant. So when she takes the pregnancy test and goes to the bathroom, and she comes out, and then she tells the man, the clerk, that I have to wait 2 minutes for the results. So they wait, and the little pink plus sign actually comes. And she's thinking in her head that's negative, but really it's positive. So she's a little bit frightening because, a 16-year-old pregnant, wouldn't you? It's quite natural. But during the movie, she has an option, or not really an option, but really has something to focus on if she wants to tell her parents or no. And in the beginning of the movie, she actually says that she's has a stepmom, because in the movie she says that her parents have divorced, but her dad married another woman, and they've been together for almost 10 years. So pretty much Juno sees her as a mom type. So she does tell the parents, that she is pregnant, and ends up not really taking the news too quite good, I don't know if any parent would, but they don't get into her face saying, that's a stupid thing you've ever done. They just encourage her and support her through the whole pregnancy. So actually in the movie, she has to choose if she wants to keep the baby, have an abortion, or an adoption. And she chooses an adoption. And actually, to her, an adoption is quite frightening because she needs to find the right couple to have this baby. So she goes into the penny saver because her friend actually tells her, and ends up actually meeting this couple. Finally, finds this awesome couple that she meets for the first time with her dad, because her dad's quite frightening what these people might be monsters. But she decides to meet up with them and their lawyer and discuss the options of what could happen. Then the lawyer first says an open adoption, but really she doesn't really know what that means, and she doesn't want nothing to do with this baby because she's 16 and she has her whole life to go through. So she agrees. They all agree on a closed adoption. But during the movie, actually in the middle of the movie, you actually will see that the girl goes there constantly when the woman is gone to work or somewhere, and the man spends more time with her. So eventually they fall in love with each other. And that's the worst thing you could do, falling in love with a married man. So another, pretty much at the end of the video or the movie, they dance to the song, and the man actually tells Juno that he's about to leave his wife, and that's a pretty quite shocking for a young 16-year-old girl, you know, knowing the fact that this married man is leaving his wife because he might be thinking he's in love with me. It's quite frightening too at the same time. But pretty much at the end, you know, the girl's sad, and you know, the woman of the man, the wife of the man, is quite surprised on the decision that he made, and she's all thinking that Juno's not going to go through the whole adoption thing, but really she does, because she really finds out the true man inside that guy. So at the end, pretty much, basically, the ending of the movie is pretty much everyone's happy. Juno's back to normal, and you know, everyone's pretty much themselves. But another thing I haven't really explained much in this movie is that the baby Juno was carrying had a dad, and in the movie he was, I think, Polly Bleeker, was it? And I don't know what's his real name, but he's actually in a lot of movies. I think he's in Superbad, if I'm correct, and he plays in a lot of quite cool movies. And the adopted parents, one actress is Jennifer Garner. If you guys all don't know that, she plays in 13 Going on 30. Really awesome movie too. So what the kid does, Polly Bleeker, is pretty much supports Juno of the decision that she makes. You know, and that's always important. During the movie, I can guarantee, if you watch this whole movie, you really would understand more than what I've explained. But I've explained a few things that you would expect in the movie when you watch it. So I really recommend you guys checking this movie out. I mean, it's quite funny, humorous. I mean, it's a movie that, it's the kind of movie that you really want to just cuddle with your girlfriend on a Friday night, enjoy popcorn, and have good laughter. So, hope you guys all enjoy this little movie review. And Miss Coco Girl 12 will come on this video. Will do a video of her own on her take of this movie. So, my name is John Boy 12. Take care.